Good evening. I think it's time to start our shindig. Is it officially 7 o'clock, dear? Yeah, that's a yes. Why don't we begin with self introductions? My name is Phil, KD6RM. Hank,
My name is Hank. I'm K6HUH.
I'm Gert, KK6, ZGA.
John, Whiskey Alpha 6, Whiskey Sierra Tango.
My name's Walter, Kilo 6 Hotel Dingo Delta.
I'm Tom, Whiskey 6 Bravo Sierra.
Sylvia, Kilo Sierra 6, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
It's Alan, Kilo Oscar 6, Alpha Golf Whiskey.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Alpha Bravo Charlie Bob.
Hi, I'm Carol, Kilo Pop 4 Mike Delta. I'm Vice President of the club and also ARRL Sacramento Valley Section Manager.
My name is Neil, Kilo Lima 7, Hotel Quebec Romeo.
I'm Bob, November 6, Papa Golf, Quebec.
Are there KD6 GBY?
Bob, Kilo Oscar 6, Charlie Charlie Uniform.
I'm Mike, KN6 WQP.
Jason, KF6 QXX.
Dave, WB6YLK.
Marie, YL to WB6YLK, and I'm in the process of going after my license after 40 years.
I'm Gary, KG6SMX.
Mike, Kilo Oscar 6, Charlie India Lima.
I'm Ken, Kilo Echo 6, Romeo Michael November, newsletter editor.
Kilo India 1, Tango Tango Yankee, Jen. And let's go to the folks at home.
start with Rick.
Rick, Kilo Mike 6, Mike Zulu Yankee.
And Carl.
Carl, November 6, Charlie Kilo Victor.
Stephen. Oh, different Zoom meeting. Richard. You have to hit the space bar. Space bar.
Richard, WA0BIY.
Thank you, Richard. And then Vince.
Vince, Alpha Delta 6, Alpha Delta, just joined the club recently.
Oh, welcome to the meeting. And then we've got K6BZ, Stephen. I don't hear Stephen. In any event, welcome all of you to our June meeting. We have a treasury report. Were you able to find that, Jan? Willem, how you doing? Good, yourself. Oh, cool. Our treasurer is in Salt Lake City. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe it's all the dancing girls. What do you think? Salt Lake City. In any event, here's our current status with Ham Club Online. And we were talking earlier, this is beginning to really starting to work properly now. We're getting all these anniversary dates caught up. And I've been seeing, what I'm trying to say, dues rolling through several a day. So it's working. So 158 members currently per size club. And then we've got some financial stuff. That's good. I think that's enough. So in any event, membership dues at number $30 is a lie, because I've seen a lot more than that come through in the past few days. It'll get upgraded. Don't believe everything that you're reading. It's sort of like the federal budget. So in any event, we've got about $9,000 in the bank, $9,500, and we're doing all right. We're doing all right. With that, Carol, do you want to do website activity? Okay. I'm sorry. Safe for fielding? I didn't hear that. There you go. Now we can draw a crowd. Those dance girls in St. Louis and the Cape.
Watching it. This is a meeting on Zoom. See a bunch of old guys.
Yeah.
I got my other glasses out there.
Make your getaway now.
There's something going on in there. There is no safe spot, is there? Well, maybe that's what he's doing. He's upside down to boot. And traveling. Only those who are present can participate. Jennifer brought some patches that come from the Girl Scout International Space Station Odyssey. These things are very colorful. Why don't you pass that around, Bill, so people can see it? Somebody spent some time putting those together.
So one of the Girl Scouts' uncles works for NASA, does all their patches, etc. And he designed one specifically for the Girl Scouts, and we received them about 2 weeks ago, and just enough, mostly. But I've got a few spares. No, there's 3 up there that are for the raffle today.
They'll be available for a small, phenomenal fee.
They're going to be like one-of-a-kind collector's items for sure. But there, I may have a few more after this. I just have to make sure that I've distributed amongst the people that worked on the project and the folks back east before I can tell how many extras I have. Not a lot. Anyway, we're going to raffle 3 off tonight. He'll do the main one, and then we'll have 3.
Okay, thanks, everybody. I'm Carol, KP4MD, with the Web Resources Report for River City ARCS for the past month. And of course, the topic today is going to be field day prep. Just a reminder that our website is n6na.org, and we try to keep that updated with all information about the club events and other major amateur radio events going on in our community as well. And we welcome anyone to submit any information they would like to share with the club there. That's perfectly fine. And we also have, of course, many other pages other than the homepage, such as an online swap page where you can post what your wants and your items you have for sale as well. A shout out to all who participated in our Farm and Tractor Days this past month. It was quite a success. Especially for people who brought equipment, Bob and 6PGQ, Dave WB6YLK, James E6JG, Jojo, KN6HTD, Ken K6RMN, Wilson, and 6EMF, and many others. And of course, we had Saturday morning, we had the HF class out there, and had some pretty good hands-on experience there with operating HF. The ionosphere actually cooperated with us, so that was a lot of fun. Events for June, of course, we're almost halfway through the month now, but of course, this Saturday, we're going to have our club breakfast at Brookfield's Restaurant. It's June 15th at 8:30 a.m. The big event, which is the annual ARRL Field Day, we're going to be doing, of course, at Dry Creek Ranch in Rio Linda, June 22nd and 23rd. And that's a once-a-year event. So looking forward to that, and I'm sure we're looking forward to discussing that later on this meeting. Our board meeting is always the fourth Tuesday of the month, and that's for board members and anyone else who would like to participate. And if you're interested, just contact us, and we will allow you to join us, because we do that on Zoom. And then our next meeting is going to be July 9th, which will be a field day recap. And we're going to be back here at the Carmichael Public Library. And the future meetings for the rest of this year are all going to be on the second Tuesday. During June, the month of June, the contests that are for the remainder of the month here, we have ARRL Kids Day, which is June 15th. June 15th and 16th is West Virginia QSO Party. And of course, June 22nd, 23rd is the ARRL Field Day. And again, just a reminder about Field Day. We do have a link on our homepage for a sign-up sheet if you want to commit to spending some time with us. Drop-ins are welcome, and you don't have to be there the entire time. If you want to come during one part of the day or another day, that's perfectly fine. But everybody can operate HF, even if you have a technician license, because we will have general and extra and advanced class control operators on site. Reminder of our nets, the Wednesday nets, YLNet here, led by Jen, KI1TTY at 5:30 on the 145.25 megahertz repeater. And then our regular 2-meter net is at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. 8:30 p.m. we have our 10-meter net on 28.420 megahertz upper sideband. And then I have a slow scan television net, which has been going for 12 years straight. And it's every Wednesday at 9 p.m. on the 441.30 megahertz repeater, also live stream on our YouTube channel. A reminder about our backup repeater. We did have a backup repeater test last month, and some of us were not ready for it. Didn't have the alternate PL tone programmed in our radios. So this is a heads up now. We'll be doing a practice net. It'll be the third Wednesday net. The 2-meter net is going to be using the backup repeater. So you should make sure that you have a memory position in your radio program with the same frequency pair as our main repeater, but using the PL tone of 123 hertz. That's the only difference. And that repeater does not have Echolink or Altstar, and it doesn't have remote receivers. It's a standalone repeater on the west side of the valley, which is set up in case our main repeater has a power failure. And Roundtable Net is going very strong on 40 meters on Saturdays, 3 p.m. Be sure you check into that 7181. And if you're not, you don't have a radio or an HF radio, or you don't have a license yet to get on HF, you're welcome to listen in. There's a link on the website that leads you right to the WebSDR, tunes right to our channel, so you can hear everybody talking, and it's very relaxed. Website activity for the month of May. We had a total of 843 page views. For the month of May, the peak number of page views were on May 15th. There was 59 that day. The most visited web pages were the home page, then the nets page, repeater page, field day page, and a page that's about us. Field Day is getting more popular, of course. And 56.2% of the views are being directed to us through Google or Bing or any of those search engines. 40.8% are direct hits to our n6na.org URL. 2.9% are referred from other websites, and then we have 1.2%, which are social media links, and 0.4% come from video links. Again, most of our views are from the United States, 92%. 1% from Canada. We actually get 0.8% from Russia. They're reaching out to us to get the truth and radio.
Perestroika.
Perestroika. Fortunately, the Great Wall, the Iron Curtain does not extend to the internet yet. YouTube channel has 503 subscribers now. We've had 799 views during the month of May. And the top viewed videos were the Rig Expert talk given by, of course, Michael Aretsky, and then Phil Sittner's talk on HF antennas. That's still very, very popular. The May meeting talk about reflections on the end-fed half-wave antenna were also quite popular. The Facebook page now has 1,062 followers, and that's gone up 17. We pick up a lot of followers every month on that. That's great. And we have 124 members on our Facebook discussion group, 174 followers on Twitter, and 39 members on our Discord chat. And again, if you want to contact us for any reason by email, you could send an email to contact@n6na.org, and we will direct it to the appropriate person and get you an answer back. So thank you very much. And back to Phil. Thank you.
Carol, thank you.
You're
Talk
welcome.
about research. She was showing me what she goes through to put together that report. It's pretty intense. Nice information. The primary topic this evening is Field Day. And before we get into the specifics of this year's Field Day, I'd like to ask a question and see if we can't have a little commentary about this. I know that a popular club in this area has a great Field Day event. They make it a camping trip and a picnic thing, and they play games. Huge participation. There's another club I belong to. It's got a whopping 35 members, and they hold their Field Day event at a local church. They do it as a one-day event. Good participation. I know that there's some other clubs around here who've been having their events in the same location for a number of years. And of course, we've had ours in two principal locations out at Dry Creek Ranch. And of course, for a couple of years, we used the VFW. So my question is, are you happy with how we put together our Field Day program? Do you have some things you'd like to see be done differently? Anybody got any comments in that regard? Pretty quiet. So the world's perfect.
Can I just make a comment about people's health on Field Day? Because they're predicting that the high temperature is going to be 99 to 100 degrees that weekend. So it's really important that you be hydrated and take special care if you have any health conditions like heart conditions, diabetes, if you're a little bit on the heavy side. All of those things impact your ability to
Were you
withstand
looking at
it.
me when you said that?
I am going to be traveling the entire section, visiting Field Days all the way from Mount Shasta down to this area.
There's a club in Mount Shasta?
Yes, there's a Mount Shasta Amateur Radio Club, and I'll be going down to Jackson, up into that county, Amador County. I'll be doing, I usually put 500 miles on my car that week, the weekend.
Wow.
So that's what I'm doing as section manager. But it can be a fun time, really. And like I said, there's going to be some really hot times of the day, but other parts of the day it'll be cooler, and it's perfectly fine to be there for those times, in moderation, of course, and with hydration and dressing properly.
It's the Sacramento Valley, and we know what happens in the Sacramento Valley. It gets hot, and trying to stay cool is a challenge sometimes. But in any event, if you guys have any thoughts about how you'd like to see Field Day change or some things you'd like to see us implement, we need to know about it because we can't anticipate your thoughts. I mean, it's that simple. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on this year's field day. Currently, we have a greeter for field day. The idea behind the greeter is when somebody comes up, we show them around, let them know what's going on with amateur radio, introduce them to the operators. You know, it's a good PR kind of thing. And Neil's doing that this year. And Sylvia has volunteered to cook steak for everybody. Is that what you were talking about? Here you do whatever you wish to do. Honest to God, I mean, she works hard at this. What do we want to put reins on her for? Tom, the other half of the clan, is going to be our network guru. And thank you. That's what you told me. Is that still true? Still true? Cool. We don't have a captain this year, but I think we can do without the captain. But we do have an issue. Our trailer. We need somebody to haul our trailer. Now, if we haven't got anybody in the club that can do it, I'm sure I can arrange with some private entity to transport the trailer. But it'll save us several bucks if we can find somebody in the club that can take the trailer out to field day and then return it. So it's at David's place in Wilton, I'm sorry, Wilton. Yeah. Beautiful downtown Wilton. So that's about the only fly in the ointment currently. And again, it's solvable. It's just we can find a volunteer would be most helpful. There'll be badges for all. Gert's the badge person. And Neil is getting vests for everybody, so we look very professional. So you need somebody to do that? That's good to know. Well, that's what I was thinking, or ARRL. I don't know if we got time for ARRL. Well, we probably do have time. I'll and how many were you talking about? All right, I'll order some tomorrow. Okay. And I know that Carol has opened up a little section on our webpage for what equipment you plan to bring to field day. We look at that, so if we find something we think we're not going to be able to work without, we procure it. So it's kind of important you let us know what you're going to bring so that we can be properly prepared. In the absence of that, it's guess what? A guess. And the other thing you should know, should we wish a change of venue, the VFW has reopened. They were shut down for months. They had some issues with their charter and the national organization. I have one question in this group. Do we want to set up on Friday or do we want to set up on Saturday? So what are the opinions about this currently? Friday? What time Friday? Very.
What time do you want to be out there, Tom? 'Cause I'm
All right, well, first, who can make it on a Friday if we make it early? Everyone up in the front? Well, would you rather be in the morning or in the afternoon? Around 11 then.
11 is the starting time?
All right, we can do that.
All right.
figure out who would prefer Friday or just more than the four of us.
All right. Well, I think all that we really need to set up on Friday are the antennas. I don't think you'd want to leave any equipment out.
Well, we've set up on Friday early, several times, maybe 3 times the last bunch on Friday. And, we also generally bring a trailer so we can hang out there overnight if we had to.
All right, well, let's see a show of hands. How many want to set up on Friday? Show of hands, how many wants to set up on Friday? Yes, there is. So what do we got? 4 hands for Friday? Is that the official count? Well, we're about to find that out. How? Okay, and then who wants to set up on Saturday morning?
Well, Saturday
talked
means
about
it's really early to set up because the tower takes a little time to put up.
So it's 4
I do know that.
And by the way, you asked who's going to be there. I will be there. I guess Tom's going to be there. Bill's going to be there. Cool. Well, we got at least 4 for Friday. All right. So we've got the setup time. One way or another, we'll arrange for transportation to get the trailer out there. And what are the other questions? Oh, did he? Okay, I'll work with Wilson on that. Question? The trailer was registered to Paul Gross.
Yeah.
And I'm
the-
sure it got mailed to Paul Gross, but obviously.
Yeah, the mailing
it
address was 4949 something. It wasn't, to you guys. It
Parkway,
hasn't
yeah.
been.
So that's
So
why you
that was
never
all
saw it.
corrected. That was
It's
done.
done. It's done. Did
Wilson took care of all of that on Friday last week when we found out that it wasn't registered. And I'm pricing out new insurance policies to cover the contents as well as the trailer.
Anything else? Awfully quiet.
Hey,
The
boss,
only
can
idea
you hear
we
me?
have is what Carol has on her list.
Bill,
Yes.
is there any way that we could get a list of the frequencies you guys will be using on the set, on each band? Be nice to be able to communicate with you guys from Slough House.
You could ask our captain.
You don't have a captain.
Oh,
Do you have a lieutenant?
I have no idea, Steve.
Okay, just, I thought I'd throw that out there.
You
Yeah,
could
we could
become
do
the
that.
captain.
You know, we could use our repeater and coordinate that on field day.
We could do that. Your, yeah, 250
Discord.
4190,
Hang
either
in
one.
radio thing.
We are radio operators. Okay, we'll do that. I'd love to become the captain for River City, but I happen to be running North Hills also. And I just can't be 2 places at once.
We could call in King Solomon.
Well, I was thinking about becoming the ham czar of Northern California.
Oh.
You're something.
Yeah, but I don't want to kick Carol out of her job.
Okay, now that we've beat that horse to death, the next big thing that I have on my agenda is the door prizes, unless we've got any other dialogue regarding field day.
Who wants it?
Okay, I'll share the sign-up sheet. Oh, yeah, and Gert is also got extra tickets for the door prize in case anybody wants to get some. Here. Okay, this is the sign-up sheet that we have so far. And let's see if I can expand this. I don't know how to zoom in. Yeah, let me zoom in here. So far, we have KO6 DJK that has rigs, antenna, coax, batteries, solar panels. K6RMN rigs, antennas, coax, and batteries and solar panels. K6HTD that rigs and solar panels. And W6 Bravo Sierra has rigs, antennas, coax, batteries, and solar panels. And there was another, okay, let me see, there was another sheet here. No, that's not it.
So Phil,
Hmm.
Yes,
when do you want that trailer to Rio Linda Boulevard there? You want it Friday? You want it Saturday?
Friday.
No.
Okay. I could probably talk me and Mike into doing that.
Well, I'd be happy to have you volunteer. What am I going to owe you?
Nothing?
Nothing?
No, because I like you.
We're going to have to work on your perception of folks.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, and
That's great, Steve. That I really appreciate it.
K6HT,
Yeah, no problem.
sorry.
Who should I get with so I can make sure this happens efficiently?
Me.
Okay, so we'll be in touch, and Mike and I'll come. He's got a nice truck, and we'll come and get that, and we'll haul it over to the site. You have a way to lock it in place so it doesn't walk off over the night?
We can get that done.
Okay.
Now, I just have a question. Since Mike knows how to drive the truck, and he claims that you're supposed to know how to fix them,
I do.
will the truck still work after you get done with it?
Well, hopefully I won't have to touch it
Oh, okay.
unless Mike's a bad driver, and he has broken a truck or two in his time.
Oh, well, we'll count on things being positive this time.
Yeah,
And again, I really appreciate it, Steve. That's very thoughtful of you.
Yeah, no problem. And Friday works because Saturday we're going to be busier than I can't say on the meeting here, but we're going to be pretty busy Saturday morning. So yeah, Friday works.
Arm paper hanger.
Yeah, that too. And so Mike and I can get that done Friday afternoon.
That's great.
Where is it
Say
housed
11,
now?
What, wasn't it declared 11 as setup time? Well, we're going to do it before the afternoon, aren't we, Steve?
Hey, we'll do it whenever you want.
Good. You and I will coordinate. We'll do it in the morning.
Okay. And then I'll coordinate with Mike since he owns the truck and he'll be driving it. The only thing he doesn't own is the ability to volunteer, and that's where I come in. I'm
I
sort
like
of,
your style.
I'm a middleman. Being a staff sergeant, I got a lot of experience.
Okay, so that's the list of people who have signed up to actually operate and help with the setup there.
Comment.
Was there a comment?
Ooh, comment.
With me, I just want to, asking for myself only, where is the trailer being housed at this time, Phil?
Wilton. The town of Wilton.
Copy that. That's close to me.
Yes, that's great. Even better.
And Walter, K6HTD did specify he has VHF, UHF, and HF gear along with portable. So that's what we have on the sign up sheet so far. So it's still there, you know, until field day. People want to sign up, they're certainly welcome to go to our website. And if you want to see where that is, that's easy. I'll bring that up. n6na.org. Yeah, that's the web page. And you just click on the card there and it brings you right to that page. Field day, ARRL field day, and then there's where you could sign up. And if you have any specific gear that you want to list, you're welcome to do that there too. So that makes it easy. This page has a lot of information, resources, field day rules, a whole primer for first-time operators. It tells you pretty much what to expect. This is the format for the different contacts that we make. Logging, it explains the program that we use, N3FJP field day log. And I don't know if we're going to do contestonlinescore.com. I don't think so. And then the takedown, and then social media, and we'll try to do club member awards also, which we have done in the past. And we have some links to videos of past field days. So a lot of stuff here about field day. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Okay, again, any other comments about field day? Bob?
Some members may not be able to make it to field day, and I understand that ARRL is still doing club total. So has this club put their information in so that you can add your total to the club's total?
I have no idea. Now you can say it.
All right, well, that was the case last year. So there was a mix of people that were still afraid to get together with people in the real world. So working from home was still acceptable last year, and it may be.
That was
this
a
year.
COVID thing?
Right. And so you would log all your contacts that you use from your house. And at the end, when you're submitting your logs, you can add that your club is N6NA, and it'll add to the total for the club. Unfortunately, as I said, I'm not going to be looking at this until, well, I haven't looked at it this week yet. Next week, I was going to spend more time on it. I've been more running track and stuff. So I'm not up to date on the rules this year, but if the rules are the same as last year, and it has been for the last 2 years, that's what's going to happen. You can work from home and contribute your logs to the club.
But you can't work from the field site and work from home. You have to pick one.
One or the other.
And you'll be using your own call sign at home. The field day will be using N6NA.
Okay, that answers that question, I believe. Anything else? Non-licensed operators at field day can operate under the license of the station operator. So yeah.
That's why we have the go-to type station, because it allows people, the general public even, to get on the air. It's literally what it's about. This is PR as well as practice.
Okay. We've got some prizes today. You've probably all heard this. We have the Tiny SA, Tiny Spectrum Analyzer. We have the Nano VNA. We've got a 50-foot length of RGAX, and we have a 2-meter HT icon. So any last-minute ticket buyers, Gertz, Gert's taking people's money. Okay, pick a ticket, Gert.
One, five, five, 822.
822. Who's got ticket 822? The winner. Second meeting. But it's the good one. Mine wasn't worth a darn. It's got batteries empty for our repeater. Great. Okay, now we've got these patches. Jennifer, I'm going to let you run this patch thing.
It's all yours, Bill, you're in charge. 3, raffle 3 off. This is great.
There's one circulating around here somewhere. Oh, you've got it over there? So recognize that this particular group did a great job working with these Girl Scouts so that they could talk to the International Space Station. This was, what, 6, 7, 8-month endeavor? 11-month endeavor. And this patch is an amazing, very special. What are we going to do with this money? I would think that a patch like this, the bidding should start at least $5, right? $20?
This is not an auction. Yeah.
There goes my program. All right, Gert, ticket jar.
Okay, I'm ready. Last 3 digits, 843.
843. Who's got bingo?
You can feel special because it is.
Next ticky.
Okay, let's do it again. 836. Okay. All righty. I'll take one of those. Pass it on to the happy person. There you go. You get to feel special.
Final
Okay.
ticky.
Okay, let's do it one more time.
I wanted to auction them off.
All righty. But for this go round, the last opportunity, 782. Ta-da!
Shake his hand. He's got the luck of the Irish. Now I'm lucky. All right, that concludes it unless there's something else.
One quick comment here. For those of you who received the patch, I'm Neil, KL7HQR. NASA traditionally makes patches for all their events and all their flights. And they're made by a small group of very specialized people. The gentleman who made this is a relative of one of the girls, and he is responsible for making the official patches for NASA. He follows some traditions in this patch. This patch it has the name of the girls, all the girls that talk to the station around the egg, which is the way NASA normally do put the names of the astronauts of each flight. NASA also puts the number of stars on the patch. It has some significance. It started with the 7 astronauts that we lost in Challenger and then in Columbia. And he has 12 girls and 12 stars. The other thing is that he took the patch, the Girl Scouts patch, which is the face sideways looking, and he added a couple of additional layers, transitioning from the patch looking up to the stars. So there's a lot of significance to this patch. So be proud of it. Yes. So be proud of it.
Yeah.
It was a tremendous effort on the part of Jennifer and her crew. I was frankly surprised that we were able to pull it off. How many clubs across the country managed to do this year?
During the cycle, it's usually somewhere between, sorry. In a cycle, which is usually what, spring and fall, the cycle, winter, spring, and yeah, fall, winter, and spring, summer. There's between 8 and 12 schools and or entities that go at a time per year. And it's a huge monumental effort on NASA's part, along with ARRS, to get this done.
Yeah,
Plus
it
the
was quite a show.
astronauts volunteering to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
Great
they're not
job.
assigned it. They volunteered to talk to the schools. So that's pretty cool.
Very well done. In closing, the chairs need to go underneath the tables. Any that are left over need to be stacked either in that corner or over in that corner. And with that, we'll adjourn. See you at field day.
And Tom, what computer did we use last year? The old club computer? Is that the one that was Windows 7?
Yeah, I could.
Oh, you upgraded it. Okay. Well, Carol's got it. If you guys are at breakfast on Saturday, Carol will bring it for you. And for those of you at home, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you soon. Have a great evening. 73s. I used his personal address. The
If they mailed it to the house, I need to keep an eye out for it because mail disappears. So you did mail it to his house?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.